Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the People's Lima, episode 303. What's going on? Eric Lima here in the house. And I want to give a shout out to Captain Erroneous. I realize he's not, he hadn't had a shout out for a while. I haven't heard from the guy for a while. So, Captain Erroneous, keep on talking to me and text messaging me, man. I appreciate you complimenting on it. Commenting on my videos, man. So I haven't heard from you in a while. That's why I haven't given you a shout out much. But I do believe I gave you a shout out on episode 300. Check that episode out if you can, Captain Erroneous. And thank you for subscribing to me on YouTube once again. Wow, lots going on. 3 more days till the Patriots home opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, news is that Roger Goodell, after hearing the verdict of Brady being free and all, suspension overturned, he was not going to show up at the home opener like he usually does. And sometimes, gee, I wonder why. So there you go. So problem solved there, and I think he knew a lot of people would be very upset with him, that's for sure. So that's the way it is. Also, 4 more days till Super Mario Maker comes out for the Wii U. Basically, what it is, you can create your own Super Mario levels by using the elements from the regular Super Mario game, which will be 30 years this coming Sunday. So that's that, and Super Mario 3, Super Mario World, and Super Mario U or Wii U. That's where everything is going to come in. So I'm really excited. I'll probably somehow this week, if I can, and I'm going to try to get things going, try to warm up for that, and practice my skills out there. Also, um, there's been a lot of stuff. Labor Day was great. Celebrated my grandmother's 90th birthday. It was totally awesome. Uh, you know, we're getting solar panels in for our house, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Well, today I want to talk about loneliness and depression. I've been through this before, and reason why I want to talk about it because there's people out there that their lives are probably a lot worse than mine or yours or whatever. There's a lot of people out there, who go through stuff in life. Sometimes there's tragedies in their life they can't get over. There's some things that happen that in their life that made them feel lonely and upset. And I was one of those people before. And it was like when I was a teenager, it's been very depressing. Because now hormones change. I had a crush on my friend Paulette. I always want to do everything I can to impress her, but it didn't work out. Hey, it just happens. It just happens like that for a while. Um, I was, in that, I was a pretty depressed guy. I'm not totally depressed, but I always feel like I'm alone. I just don't want to be alone or something like that. And it's just been really difficult. And when you have those difficult challenges, it's just, very sad. You know, and when I hit 18, everything. When I hit 18, when I was 18 years old, when I moved here 20 years ago, it was totally crazy. And we had, oh man, I've been through a lot since moving here. Um, Basically, I ran away from home a couple of times. I was in fights with my parents, and it was really difficult. Being 18 was a really difficult time for me. A real difficult, especially the summer of '95. But all that changed when I decided, well, with the encouragement of my parents and friends and all whatnot, to get a job. And my friend from my church, Jason, like I said, talked about a dishwasher quit Ruby Tuesday, and he thinks I should look into it. I said okay, and I did apply for a job, and they said it was the day of my sister's recital, which it was kind of like almost conflicting because I was hoping that I wouldn't be late, and so they had the interview, and before you know it, boom, I end up getting the job and say start Monday. So I was really excited to tell all my relatives that were there because my sister danced with Paula Perry's dance studio along with my cousins Tiffany and Bree at the time. And I was really excited to tell them, hey, I got a job. I got an actual job. So I was really excited about that. And a lot of things, the first couple of months of the job, with general manager changes and whatnot, were pretty difficult for me. At the time, I found out that the girl I had a crush on was dating one of my friends. I got jealous. I was upset. So I had to take one day off to see a psychiatrist, which I didn't want to do because I just started this job and I don't want to lose it, and I don't want to and I don't want to didn't want my mom calling work say, hey, Eric's sick. I don't. I said, listen, I'm not sick. I'm going into work because sometimes you work to keep your mind off things. You got other people surrounding you. So I'm still getting to know people and everything else. So it's difficult to change from one thing to another. And it's like I just don't like being alone. As far as and nowadays it's like when I'm alone, it's like okay, I'm fine by myself. I'm old enough. I feel better. I feel good about myself. It's not. I don't hate people. I don't hate people. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes being by yourself could be a good thing because it can help you reflect on your life. In my case, as a born again Christian, it give you time for prayer. Give you time to pray and say, listen, thank you God for a wonderful day and all that. And I'm the first one up in the morning, and I realize I'm not alone. I never, because I know God's with me. It's like somebody, and now when it comes down to the internet, I feel like I'm never alone because I chat with all of you out there, all of you wonderful people out there who subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know, who friends me on Facebook, follows me on Twitter and on Google Plus, and follows me on Pinterest and Instagram. And it's like I'm not alone. I got all of everybody to chat with me, and even for a brief while, And I made a lot of awesome friends over the internet, which is really really cool. So I know I'm not alone anymore. But but physically, when I'm also if you're I work at the mall. All right, after I get out, I usually go walk around the mall. I know I'm not alone, but I'm by myself. But I know I'm not alone because there's lots of people around me, and there's some people that I know that at work that work. So it's like okay, I'm cool with that. It's pretty cool. It's sometimes it's never fun being alone, and being depressed sometimes. Sometimes when I work at my job, when I work at this job now, it's like I just a couple of times I missed working at Ruby Tuesday, missing with the old school with the crew there and everything else because when I worked at Ruby Tuesday, I was full of life and energy. I was like having so much fun, and then the final 3 months working there before I quit back in 2010 were not as fun as I wanted to be as it was back in the day. Every time I clean up outside the mall and I walk by Ruby Tuesday, I just breathe a sigh and going, "Oh man, I miss this." I miss all the fun and energy. I think the reason why I like working in a restaurant is because the energy that it brings, the fast-paced energy, the a lot of people I can interact with. Unlike cleaning up at the mall, we have a small crew, but at the same time, you don't work with them much. You don't interact much. You try to be professional, so it's very difficult to get that chemistry with them. But and plus, I work only with two coworkers during the day. I see my managers during the day, and that's about it. The only time I work with anybody at night is when it snows. So it's really difficult to get that chemistry going. That chemistry flowing. You don't see them as often like you do with the restaurant people. That's why I think the only difference is that. I'm not saying my job currently sucks or anything like that. But we've been having a tough time this year. A lot of people coming and going and all that. So it's been very difficult, and you're trying to and you're clashing with people, clashing with personalities, like I had until 2013, where the guy finally got fired. So it's with somebody I had the guy that I worked with, Raphael, him and I we clashed a lot. Our personalities kind of clashed, and but in the end, he was fired from the job in 2013. Which, personally, I'm kind of glad because sometimes he gets really on my nerves. Sometimes, but you gotta have a relaxed attitude. But it's really difficult to do that nowadays. Now I have a relaxed attitude, relaxed state of mind. I know there's a lot of things coming up that I'm nervous about, like a doctor appointments. You know, upcoming winter, what's next year going to bring. I get really nervous about that, but I realize, the Bible says, do not worry about tomorrow, do not worry about what you're going to wear and all that. Worry about today, worry about the present, worry about now. All right, and that's what I need to do. And don't worry about anything. Worrying is a sin. Don't worry about anything. So I'm trying to get that mentality and get that mental state. Say, okay, I'm going to relax. And I easily flip out. I'll be honest with you. I easily flip out, lose my temper. That as far as when people call me names and all that, it's like, you know, it's aggravating. But nowadays, it's like, wow, okay, just yeah, whatever. I've heard that before. Just have fun. Have fun attitude. Just relax, have a good day, and all that. So that's what I'm at, where I'm at today. Was just have a relaxed state of mind. Sometimes, yeah, feeling lonely, but I know I'm not alone. You know, and which is a very good thing because I know I got a family that loves me, got relatives that love me, friends that love me, and I'm not saying that I'm just be cocky and arrogant because I do, and I believe it in my heart, and I'm not bothered by haters because and people just want do everything they can to to get you down, to take you down, and take you out of the picture. They want you gone. They think you're the most annoying person in the universe. I got a lot of dislikes on my videos. So what? I don't care. All right, I'm doing the show whether people like it or not because this is not about them. I mean, this is not about me being the most popular guy in the whole world. I'm not aiming for that. I'm not aiming for that. My goal is to help people out, to make people smile, laugh, or sometimes when I speak like this to make people think about, okay, I like what he's saying, and he's a good guy to deal with. And I like to help people out there. I want to be a guy with a heart, and that's who I am. I'm a regular person, an average Joe, just doing my thing, just doing extraordinary things, and just having an extraordinary personality. That's all there is to it, and it's nothing. It's nothing to sneeze at, really, it's been, like I said, it's been it's been a decent summer. Not really super spectacular summer, but it was a good summer nonetheless. I did a lot of things. Went to the Portuguese feast. I celebrated a birthday party and a bon voyage party for my friend Isaac Exposito, who's going to join in the military. Let's see what else. Went to see fireworks, and had a Memorial Day cookout with the family over my sister's place, and just recently celebrated my grandmother's 90th birthday, aka Labor Day weekend as well. So it's one of those things where you just there's a lot of people I want to be friends with, and a lot of people I met not only this year but last year I want to be friends with. But there's yeah, I'm a little bit too nutty for the people, but they don't understand a lot about me. That's the way life goes, just do I want to be friends with them again? Oh, sure, I can be friends with them again someday. But but sometimes God has his timing and everything. I don't see any big deal with it. I'm just gonna be who I am, and that's all there is to it. So you know, so the moral of the story is don't feel depressed. Don't feel like you're alone. Because remember, you have friends. Like I said, the internet is a good thing, a good way to communicate with people, and there's people out there that feel alone, and they have a computer and all that. Message them. Let them know you're not alone. We're right here. Well, I'm just a message text away. Or something like that. Like I said, I'm a YouTube away, and just I want to, sometimes yeah, I do feel alone sometimes, and that's the attitude that sometimes I have. But like I said, a lot of things that here to keep me company. A lot of people that love me, that keep me in line, and some people don't like my personality and don't like my videos. Hey, I'm sorry, that's the way. I'm not gonna be backing out for anybody or shutting myself down for anyone. All right, this is not shut down time. This is a good time. It's going to be a great time we're going to have. What's 2016 and 2017? In 2 years, I'm going to be turning 40 years old, and a lot of things are happening, But like I said, God has blessed me with a lot of things, and just He's on. God is awesome. That's all I can say on the matter, Um, you know, and God put me on this earth to be encouraging to people and say, hey, don't give up on life, Hey, I thought about suicide once. You know, I have to admit, I did think about suicide. It was during the time where my crush on Paulette took a turn for the worse. And I was way too obsessed after the girl, to be honest with you. And so, like I said, and as a result, I haven't spoken to her in 20 years. I have not spoken to any. She has not spoken to me in 20 years, and she don't even want anything to do with me or don't even want to talk to me. Even though I try to extend that olive branch, but sometimes it is what it is. And so I'm gonna move on with my life, and just that's for sure. I'm not mad at people. Just I want to encourage people. I said, don't feel bad. Don't feel depressed. Just let them know. Well, I'm gonna let you know. There's people out there that love you, man. There's about a text message away or a phone call away. With technology nowadays, help easily communicate with people. So, like I said, I'm gonna worry about today. I'm gonna worry about the now, and just loneliness and depression can be a bad thing combined together. But sometimes being alone could be a good thing for you to reflect on life. One of these days I would like to go sit at the beach and just watch the sunset or something like that, and just go, "Thank you, Lord," and just sit there and just watch everything, and just probably go stop by Fort Phoenix or something like that, or Pope's Island, just sit there and just watch the sunset, and just admire its beauty or something like that, and just you think about reflect on your life, reflect on who you are. So that's my encouraging word for today. Just loneliness, depression. Be on the lookout. You know, think your head, think your mind, heart. Use your head. Please do that. Don't do anything rash. Don't do anything drastic that could affect you and those around you, those who love you. So that's all the time we have on the show. As you know, I'm the first Eric Lehman, the next Eric Lehman, the last Eric Lehman. I'm all up to 10. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Like my video, give it a like. If not, that's okay. Um, the way things are is the way things are. So, God bless, and have a wonderful day. Until the next episode. Hopefully, next episode I will give you the rundown when I get my Super Mario Maker game on Friday. So, fingers crossed for that one. And today, and have a good rest of Labor Day. If you're a wrestling fan, enjoy Monday Night Raw tonight. It'll be very interesting how things are going to go. And I forgot to eat supper, and that's what I need to do. So, see you. God bless.